Yeah. So yesterday we saw how food loses its nutrients, and then we saw how we can conserve the nutrients. Then today we will check out how we can enhance the nutritive value of food items. Before that, let's take a look at this activity 14.2. Lesson 4 discusses the common nutritional problems affecting large number of people in India. In most of the most common ones are anemia. Anemia is a condition where there is deficiency of iron. Okay, deficiency of iron in the blood, which leads to weakness. Okay, which leads to weakness, dizziness, and all. Not very often, but sometimes if you get too tired, then there is this dizziness. There is sometimes weakness is there. So that condition is there due to deficiency of iron in the blood. Deficiency of iron that causes anemia. Then there is another disease, another problem called goiter that is caused due to iodine deficiency. When there is deficiency of iodine in the body, then there is a goiter condition that happens. Okay, that is it happens mostly in the neck. If you've seen people who have this portion, neck portion like swollen this big, okay, that is goiter. Then there is night blindness. Okay, night blindness is a condition that is caused due to vitamin A deficiency. When there is lack of vitamin A in the body, then you have night blindness. Then fortification is the technique of adding specific nutrients to a food in order to overcome the commonly seen deficiency disorders. One such example is iodized salt. Okay, now what we can do, what we can do is that when we know that there is a deficiency, okay, deficiency of a particular vitamin, so the something extra is added, okay, something extra is added in the food, okay, so that it balances out, it enhances that vitamin value in the food. So when you consume it, you that fulfills that deficiency in the body. Okay, that deficiency goes away and the nutrients is restored in the body. So this process is known as fortification. Okay, the food in which it is added is known as carrier because that food carries the vitamins, it carries the nutrients in our body, right? So food is called carrier and this process is known as fortification. Okay, then example is iodized salt. Have you seen some people only use iodized salt in their food? Okay, we know that food is salt is a very important ingredient in food. Okay, we put everything and we don't put salt, then the food is bland. It's tasteless, right? The the place salt has in a food, no other spice can fulfill. Right. You can put all the chilies you want, all the peppers you want, but salt, until you don't have salt in the food, it will not taste good. Right. Salt is a base ingredient. So now the salt also, one form of salt is there known as iodized salt. This salt has a good content of iodine. Okay, the salt has content of iodine. So those people who have deficiency of iodine in their body, they use iodized salt in whatever food they cook, so that when they consume it, that iodine deficiency that is there gets fulfilled and it gets better. Okay. Then the symbol of smiling sun helps you identify the iodized salt. Iodized salt has a symbol of a smiling sun. Okay. Um, Next time you go to a supermarket or a store, you can, in the salt section, you can check this out. Okay. In the spices and salts section, you can check it out. Then similarly, there are other products that are fortified with specific nutrients. Okay. Fortified means those special nutrients are added additionally into some food products so that when you consume that, it gives you those necessary nutrients. Have you ever seen on the food packets some cereals? that enriched with vitamin A. Written on the packet, it's written on the packet. Enriched with vitamin A, or it has vitamin B, vitamin A. Okay, it is written on the packet outside that this food is good in this vitamin. So, and when we know what deficiency we are having, then we can consume those food products which are good in some particular vitamins and then consume them to overcome the deficiency. Okay. Now, visit a grocery shop or a mall in your neighborhood. Carefully read the nutrition labels on cooking oil containers, wheat flour, and biscuit packets. Note the nutrients added to them. Do they carry a special symbol? So you can check out special symbols. You can check out sometimes it's directly mentioned that this food has this vitamin, this food has this vitamin. Okay. Also on the back of the packet, there is a table. There is a table at the back of the food packet. There is a table. Okay, it mentions all the nutrients and it mentions all its percentage, that this nutrient is in this much percent, this nutrient is in this much percent. Okay, so that table also you can check out next time you go to buy something. Okay, now enhancing the nutritive value of food items. We are now familiar with the different methods of cooking and ways that help us to conserve nutrients while cooking. It would be brilliant if we could increase the nutritive value of food items without increasing the cost. What are some ways to do so? Now, increasing the nutritive value is the same meaning that we just talked about, that the nutrition that it has, we increase that. Okay, that means increasing the nutritive value. Then the process of improving the nutrients in food items by special methods is called enrichment or enhancement of nutrients. Okay? Then you must understand the purpose of enhancing nutritive value of food. It helps to. Now, why to enhance the nutritive value of food? What does it help in? What's the importance? Here are some points about that. Provide food which can meet the nutritional requirements of the body. Then to provide opportunity for proper selection and preparation of food items. Then with to provide an opportunity for balanced food, improve the flavor and texture of food, make available a variety in food, assist in planning the daily menu, keeping in mind the content of the nutrient in the food. Okay, then prevent deficiency, diseases in the body, and develop good food habits. These are all the reasons why we should know how to enrich the food and why it is important to do so. Now, there are three methods that are mentioned by which we can enrich the food, okay? By which we can enrich these foods. What are they? Combination, fermentation, and germination. Okay, let's see what are the meaning of those, what to do in these methods. The first one is combination. Now, we know that no single food provides us all the nutrients. Hence, we eat a variety of food. For example, we eat chapati with vegetable and rice with dal. We include salad also in our food, okay, curd also, buttermilk, chutney, pickle, papad, all of that we take in our diet, okay, in our meal, in our regular meals. Combining food from different food groups is the easiest way of eating all nutrients. Okay, combining food from different food groups is the simple way to eat all the nutrients. Now, similarly, we can also combine a number of food items in one dish and get all the nutrients from it. Okay. For example, there is khichdi, dhokla, missi roti are a few examples when we are combining ingredients from different food groups. See, there is one flour. Okay, there is one flour. It is known as a mixed flour. Okay, what is it mixed in? They put wheat, maize, barley. Okay, different types of these crops. The flour is made out of it, and then that flour is mixed together, and then a mixed flour is made that is very healthy. Okay, it is organic also, it's healthy. So out of that flour chapati is made. And why is that chapati way healthy than the wheat chapati that we are consuming? Because it has different nutrients present in it. Okay? It has all those different nutrients that are present because it is a combination. It's an example of combination. Okay. Similarly, when we make fruit salad, okay, or vegetable salad, it is also a combination of different fruits and different vegetables through which are like combined together, and then we consume it all together in the form of a salad. So different fruits have different nutrients, different rich in different vitamins, and similarly, different vegetables are rich in different vitamins. When we make a salad out of it, combine them. Okay, so we can get all those nutrients all together, right? So that is combination. Now, such a combination of food items improves the quality of nutrients. Here are some examples. Now, cereals lack certain amino acids, and these are present in pulses. When a pulse and rice are combined, the quality of protein becomes as good as that of milk. Now, ideally, cereals that are rice, wheat, jowar, bajra, and maize should be combined with pulses, nuts, and oil seeds like groundnuts, sesame seeds, and milk products to get a good quality protein in our diet. Okay, we combine rice, wheat, jowar, bajra, maize. Should we combine it with pulses? And when we combine them together, they are more nutrient rich. Okay, the nutritive value is enhanced way more, and we get more protein from that, more nutrients, more protein from that, consuming them together. Okay, then similarly, vegetables like spinach, fenugreek, and carrots are rich in vitamins and minerals. These, when added to a meal, can further enhance the nutritive value of food. Okay, when we add them in a meal, okay, when we add them in the form of a salad, okay, a lot of people take salad with food, vegetable salad with food. Why is that? Because it is very healthy to, along with our food, we take salads, okay, because different vegetables are there in it, and it is very rich in nutrients. Okay, then what are the advantages? The quality of a meal is improved without increasing the cost by combining two foods selected from the same or different food. Okay, now the quality of meal is improved, but there is like still cost is controllable. Okay, it's not like you have to spend a lot of money, right, for the combination, right, for combining the foods and consuming them. And there is also a simple technique that can be followed in every house. It's very simple to do so. Okay, nothing complex, nothing complicated. You don't have to invent a new dish for nutrients, but you just have to combine what you're having in a meal. Okay, okay. Then another process is known as fermentation. Now, fermentation is a process in which microorganisms present in the food or added in the form of curd or yeast changes nutrients already present in the food into simpler and better form. In this process, new nutrients like vitamin C and B complex are also created. Vitamin C and B complex are also created. An example is when we add curd into milk. You know, curd has a lot of microorganisms, and when we add it to lukewarm milk, the whole milk turns into curd, right? So the nutrients of the milk are changed, okay, they have become better, okay. Milk is also milk we should take, and curd also we should take. Both have nutrients, okay. But with the help of microorganisms, nutrients can be created, they can be made better, okay. Nutrients, for example, vitamin C and B complex are also created, okay. What are some foods that are made using the process of fermentation? Curd, we have bread, khaman, if you've seen the yellow spongy thing that we eat with sauce and chili. Okay, that is known as khaman. Then there is dhokla, and dhokla is, I think, famous in Mumbai. Vada and dhokla and things.
Think, is it the yellow thing as well? Is it yellow and
It's like I don't exactly know, like a bun and then with stuffing and all of that.
It's sweet, right? Is it?
Dhokla? No, it's not sweet.
Then I don't think I know what it is.
Okay, then idli is there. You know idli, the South Indian food.
Yeah,
The white oval
yeah.
shape. Yeah, that is idli. And curd and bread, all of these are fermented food items. Okay, they are created with the help of microorganisms. Okay, basically, dahi is used. Okay, that is curd. All right. Then, have you ever made bhaturas? They are made by mixing a little curd in maida. Maida is refined flour. Okay, in that we mix curd. In that, you've had chole bhature. You know what is that? Chole bhature. Um, the sabji of this thing is there. How to explain it? I'm just forgetting the word for it. Okay, so chole bhature is there, which are made by the bhature. That is a different kind of puri. Okay, like they are big, they are crunchy, they are soft. Okay, and they are consumed with chole. Then that bhature thing is made with uh, dough, okay, prepared by refined flour. In that you add curd. What does curd help? That dough becomes fluffy. Okay, when you add curd in it, the dough it becomes fluffy, it becomes soft. Okay, it has more nutrients. Then with that, those bhature are prepared. Okay. Then during this time, the dough rises. It's kneaded and it is kept covered. So it rises, means it becomes fluffy more. Okay, expands. Now, um, when we add curd to leather, the microorganisms grow at a very fast rate. Okay, and due to that only, it rises, it expands. Okay, and they start a process known as fermentation. Okay, and it becomes double in quantity, the dough. Okay, then idlis are also prepared by auto fermentation when microorganisms present in rice and pulse cause fermentation in the batter rises. Okay, idli also, you know that it rises when we cook it, right? Then during fermentation, the microorganisms use up some of the nutrients present in the batter and change them into better quality nutrients. Okay, they change it into better quality nutrients. Also, they produce additional nutrients like vitamin B complex and C, which were not present in food earlier. So these are two examples of fermenting. Okay. Then, what are the advantages of fermentation? Fermentation improves the digestibility of food items. They are digested well. Then, microorganisms break the proteins and carbohydrates into smaller parts, okay, which are easy to digest. And fermented foods become spongy and soft and especially useful for younger children and elderly people. Okay. Also, the food becomes very tasty. It tastes good. Okay, food tastes good after the fermentation. The third one is known as germination. Okay, have you ever had sprouts?
Yeah.
Sprouts. Yeah, sprouts are. Have you seen that they are? Have you seen that our parents soak sprouts in water overnight? Okay, then the water is drained and they are kept for some more period by covering it. Then the sprouts are like this. Okay, like this green color small beans. Okay, hard. Then they're soaked. Okay, and then when they're soaked and then they're covered, we notice that a small yellow thingy comes like this. Okay. Small with chickpeas also, right? When they are soaked, okay. Brown color they are. Okay, white color small thing grows out. What is that thing? That is known as germination. Okay, that is known as germination. Small white shoots start to grow from these grains. Okay, small white shoots start to grow from these grains. Can you see like this? Okay, and then we fry them. Okay, we make a salad out of them. I'm talking about sprouts. Okay, we make a salad, we fry them, we eat them. Okay, so that is known as germination. Um, Moong and chana can also be soaked in water overnight. Okay, next day they become big in size and soft to touch. Now drain the water thoroughly and tie or wrap the soaked grains in a wet cloth. Okay. Also, they are after the water is drained, they are um, tied or wrapped in wet cloth and kept for 12 to 24 hours. We usually drain the water, cover them, okay, and then we keep it for some more hours. After that, they look like this. They germinate. Okay. Now, this process is called germination or sprouting. Okay, this process is called germination or sprouting. Okay, grains like wheat, bajra, and jawar can also be sprouted. These grains can then be dried in shade and roasted lightly on a heavy bottom pan. They can be grounded and used in preparing supplementary food items for young children and elderly people. Okay, supplementary food items such as, you know what's dalia? It's somewhat similar to khichdi, the thing that we don't like to eat, but patients eat and old people eat, but we don't prefer, right? It's like similar to rice, but not exactly rice, that it's yellow, it's somewhat thick, okay? That is like dalia, and then khichdi is there, okay? Somewhat bland, not very flavorful, okay, not very flavorful. Even I don't like dalia and khichdi things. So we don't prefer it, but it's good for like small children. It's good for elder people, and patients are advised to eat it. Okay, more because it's easily digestible. It's good for the body. It does not has any bad effect like the spicy food that we eat and oily. Okay, so that is why it is advised for patients more. Okay, elderly people and all. But some people like it actually here, like in Rajasthan, we have some people who love khichdi dalia. It's easy to make. Less time it takes lesser time to prepare. Okay, but usually when I consume it, I need a lot of things on the side like chutney, namkeen, okay, and salad. So after that, we can consume it. So then, moving on, pulses like moong, peas, and black grams are also sprouted first, and then it's steamed and eaten after adding salt, chili powder, lemon juice, and chaat masala. So these three things, these pulses such as moong, peas, black grams, they are just sprouted, then they are steamed, okay, and they are eaten directly. Like pulses are eaten directly when we add salt and pepper and chili, lemon juice, chaat masala, all of that in it becomes chatpata, and then we just consume it. Okay, then the time and water which each grain of pulse or legume needs for soaking and sprouting is different. Normally, 8 to 16 hours are needed for soaking and 12 to 24 hours for sprouting, depending upon the season. The cloth in which the soaked grains is tied should be kept moist all the time. Okay, what are the advantages? It increases digestibility of food because some carbohydrates and proteins are broken down into smaller and easily digestible forms. It increases the nutritive value of food with no additional cost. Okay. Now, hope all three are clear. Germination. What is germination? Fermentation and combination. Understood all three of them? Yeah. Okay. Any doubt in this portion? In any of the point? No? Okay, Megan. Any doubt in anything? No? Okay. Okay. Then we have an activity. Arrange the following steps of cooking in the right order by putting a sequential order of 1, 2 against each step. Okay. So we have some steps given that are in a jumbled order. We have to arrange them step by step. Okay, it's a cooking process. Out of both of you, who wants to go first in arranging this? Amaze, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First, we wash
Mhm.
the vegetables.
First is wash the vegetables. Then,
Um, then we peel vegetables. Then
okay, peel the vegetables.
we cut the vegetables.
Then we cut the vegetables.
Then we cook it.
Then we cook it.
And then we watch the time while it's cooking.
Then we watch the time while cooking. Okay, Amaze. Good. Megan's chance.
Wait, I'm supposed to do it again?
If you think differently that this step should come before this, or if you want to arrange it in a different way, then we can do it differently.
No, I think
Again,
this is
then
it.
you think this is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, it is it. Okay,
What?
this is correct. Yeah, and all the steps are in order. Okay, good work, Amaze. So first we wash it, then we peel it, then we cut it into big pieces, and then we cook it, and then we watch the time while cooking. Okay,
Okay.
it's correct. Yeah. Then there are what are the three ways of preventing nutrient loss while cooking green vegetables? Okay. First is it can be that they should not be cooked at a very high temperature for a long period of time. For green vegetables, we studied about this. Okay, should not be cooked at a very high temperature for a long period of time. That leads to loss in nutritive value. Then, second is they should be covered while cooking. Green vegetables, they should be covered with a lid that fits the pan while cooking. Third is that we should not wash the vegetables after cutting it because it might lead to the because if it has water soluble nutrients, then they will just drain out and we drain the water. Okay, so also there you can put related to this only that the water used in washing the vegetables can be used in cooking them also. Okay, so these were some points. You can write them in your own language. Okay, write them in your own language. Then we have some fill in the blanks. Combination of food items is important since no food supplies dash the nutrients. I'll put one word only. The next you have to put. Yes, Megan?
Oh.
All correct. All the nutrients, okay? Then the next one, combining food items is beneficial where dash is available. Dash money is available.
Mhm. Lots of
Less. Okay.
opposite.
Why is because combining food doesn't cost us money. Okay. Why is
That's
that? Because we already buy food items. Okay. It does not cost any extra money. Okay. General items we buy. In that general items only, general food items only, that thing only we can combine together to create a combination of food. And in that combination of food, we are going to have all the nutrients, right, consuming together. We'll be consuming the nutrients together. Then, germination increases the nutritive value and dash of food items.
Oh,
Got some word? Yeah, what is it?
um, no additional cost. I forgot to
No,
put that.
no. Take a look at the blank again and dash of food items. Increases, it says. Increases what of food items?
The cost,
No.
the value of food.
Mhm. Anything else? Haven't got the answer yet. Megan? Digestibility.
Stability. Oh,
Yes. Digestibility of food items. Okay. Digestibility of food items. Okay. Right. In column 1 are listed 3 ways of enhancing nutritive value of food items. And column 2 contains the reason for this improved quality. Match the method with appropriate reason. Can you do this? Can you first match column 1 and 2? Fermenting. What is fermenting increases?
safety.
Vitamin content due to activity of microorganisms. When fermenting comes, you have to remember it's about microorganisms. Okay, it's done by microorganisms. Then there is increases the vitamins. What increases the vitamins? You can match the second one with any three combining. Okay, fermenting also, germinating also. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. What was that?
Yes and yes.
No,
Yes.
I didn't hear you.
You didn't hear me. Okay. Increases the vitamins can be matched with all three. Okay. Combining, fermenting, and germinating. Combining basically improves the quality. Fermenting increases the vitamins because new vitamins are created in fermenting.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Then third is germinating. Third is improves food quality due to different items eaten together. This is combining. Okay, this is combining. Why? Because different foods are eaten together. Okay, combining what we do, we just take different food items from different food groups having different vitamins and proteins, and we just combine them and consume them.
Yeah.
That's combining. This is fermentation. This is also fermentation. Okay.
Yeah.
Increases the acidity of what increases the acidity of food?
Germinating.
Germinating. Let me do a cross check to check if it's germinating.
Yep.
I think it's fermentation only. Because in fermentation, we have the microorganisms, okay? And I think it's fermentation. It was mentioned, I cannot find where it was mentioned. The acidity part, I think we read about it. Check this out, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Reasons you have to do by your own. This is homework. Okay. Reasons you have to mention on their own. Okay. Then you made arhar dal and rice for the lunch. You can also get the same dal by mixing moong and spinach in. Which meal is now more nutritious and why? Will this change be acceptable to your family? If not, then what will you do? Okay, so now what is the question asking is that you can take one dal, okay? You can take one dal, okay? For example, masoor dal. You know what's dal, right? Pulses.
Yeah.
Right. So you can take pulses. Masoor is red one, red pulse if you've seen. That is in red color or orange color, dark orange color. Okay. Then if it is prepared only this dal is prepared. Or if along with masoor dal, that is the red one, you also prepare the yellow one, that is moong. This is the yellow one. And you also put spinach in it. So preparing only masoor dal or preparing masoor, moong and spinach, which one will have more nutritive value? That is the question. Tell me, what do you think? Which dal would have more nutritive value?
Spinach.
Masoor, moong and spinach one. Why? Why do you think so?
The spinach.
Because of spinach, because of moong. Okay, because it's a combination. That is why it's gonna have more nutritive value because it is a combination of two types of pulses and a green vegetable also. Okay,
Okay.
two types of pulses and a green vegetable also. Have you seen, like in my household, it's prepared not very often, but sometimes. The dish is known as in Hindi, it's known as dal palak.
Okay.
Dal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the dal, that the pulses that is cooked, the green vegetables such as spinach, okay, and all are put, okay, in the dal. Okay. It's boiled and then it's directly put in the dal and cooked with the dal. It's tasty, but what is more important than it being tasty is that it has um it has ultra pro max nutrients. Okay, means a lot of nutrients.
Okay.
Compared to this, okay, I'm just saying that it has a lot of nutrients. Okay, high nutrients. That is why. Then you prepared it, and will this change be acceptable to your family? What do you think? So if you prepare this, would your family like it?
I don't know how to prepare it, so probably not.
Probably not. Is it prepare? Have you seen it being prepared in your family somewhere? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Mention this to them and then ask them. Okay. But first, before you prepare it, first learn how to prepare it. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't just go and prepare without knowing what
Yeah.
else they told me. Okay.
Yeah.
So first learn how to make it and then you make it. Okay. And then you can ask them also. So we will stop here for today
Okay.
and try out some of the terminal questions. Okay. Try out 5. Okay. 1 to 5.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Try these terminal questions for homework, and we will continue the rest of the portion. Okay, try the sixth one also. Only one is being left. We'll
Okay.
discuss this on. Okay. Okay. Bye all.
Bye bye.
You.
Sakshi, can you stop the live?
हेलो
Hello. Sakshi. Hi. आप लाइव को स्टॉप कर सकते हो प्लीज?
हाँ हाँ
आपके पास होस्ट परमिशन है तो आप
नो
लाइव
नो
को
मेरे
stop
पास कोई ऑप्शन नहीं आ रहा 1 मिनट ओके